The biggest 2 shopping days are almost here. The biggest opportunity to make money on Etsy is upon us. We have Black Friday coming up and we have Cyber Monday. If you're watching this video when it's being released, it is the week of Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. If you've been preparing your shop and you are already grabbing traction, or you've been preparing your shop and you're hoping to grab traction this weekend, then this video is for you. There are 4 things we're going to go over that you're going to want to make sure you're implementing in your shop so that you have a great holiday season without any surprises and few returns, and that your customers have a great holiday season and want to shop with you again next year. And the first one is paying attention to your print-on-demand company's holiday deadlines. I'm going to go over Printful's deadlines with you and Printify's deadlines with you. If you happen to be using another print-on-demand company, you'll want to go to their website and check out what they're saying, and you'll want to make sure you do that regularly, as they might change it and push it out a little further for you, which means that you could continue offering your items for sale a little bit longer in time to reach your shoppers in time for the holidays. Before we jump on and take a look at those holiday deadlines, and they do differ per item, so you want to make sure you're looking at the right item and how long you have to offer that item before you need to tell your customers that that's the deadline for them to order. I do want to mention that last year, Black Friday to Cyber Monday, I wound up with 244 orders. My conversion rate was the highest on Friday, and then even higher on Monday than it was the rest of November. You are going to want to make sure that you're doing things right as you head into this weekend so that you're communicating everything correctly to all of those customers that you have the potential of having come through your shop. So again, there are 4 things. The first one is going to be the shipping deadlines that we're going to discuss. And at some point in the video, I will go over what I did Black Friday through Cyber Monday my first year, which was only 2 months in, how many orders that brought me, so that you kind of have an idea of what you could be excited about depending on where you're at in the growth of your shop. And then I'll let you know what it was the following year, which is what I really consider my first Q4, because I had time to prepare for that Q4, and how many orders I had that Black Friday through Cyber Day Monday, then what it was last year, and then when I do my numbers report for Q4, I'll let you know how I did this year. Here we are on Printful's website, and I got here by going to my dashboard, and then I went down and found a spot that said holiday deadlines, and then I clicked on show more. But I'll go ahead and leave a link to this page right here so you can get to this information quickly. Your holiday order deadlines for 2023. And if you notice here toward the bottom, there's a box that says, check every once in a while. We're gathering more information from our partners, and we'll keep updating the deadlines until November 24th. Make sure to check this page every once in a while and review the final deadlines after November 24th, which I do suggest doing that because they did push them out last year. I want to say they pushed them out to December 13th, if I remember correctly, and I was able to make quite a nice amount of money offering my items for a few extra days. So you'll see the product category there on the left, and we see the standard shipping there kind of next to it. I know a lot of people watching this channel are going to be doing direct to garment print shirts, hoodies, and other apparel. So right now that date is December 10th. Again, check back often because last year they pushed it out. I want to say they pushed it out to December 13th. But right now that safe date is December 10th. Embroidered shirts, hoodies, hats, and other apparel, also December 10th. All over print clothing and accessories is December 8th. If we skip down to wall art, you have until December 11th currently for that right now. We've got drinkware, coasters, accessories, that's all December 10th. Tech accessories, stationery, skip down to pet products, that's all December 11th. Home decor, December 10th. Those are the deadlines for in the US when you're shipping to the US. It's being fulfilled in the US and shipping within the US. So you'll want to make sure if you're offering your items to other countries, you may need to go ahead and take a look at that. In my shop, I ship to the United States and I ship to Canada. So I'm going to have to those deadlines for Canada. How I'm going to do it in my shop is you can edit all of your listings at once, and I can go ahead at the very top of the description, say if shipping in the US, your deadline is, and December 10th or December 13th, whatever, I need to right now I'd write December 10th, and maybe if they put it further out, then I'll get to update that to December 13th. And then I would look to see what I need to put for Canada, and I would add that there. Or I would just leave the United States number if I wasn't sure what my Canada numbers were. Since I don't sell as much there, I might just not say something about Canada, and then my estimated delivery windows in my shop are set to make sure that, you know, when people are in Canada or shipping to Canada, they see that that estimated delivery window is going to be getting to them within whatever window it's showing, and that would be another indicator to someone ordering from somewhere else that they would not be getting it in time, or that they would. Now we'll go over and we'll take a quick look at Printify's estimated delivery windows. And when we take a look there, you're going to have to look and to see what print providers you're using. I know a lot of us are using Awkward Styles, Monster Digital, and SwiftPod. So I went ahead and pulled screenshots from them, but I will also go ahead and link in the description this page. So when you go over to Printify, if you're struggling to find this, I do have a link down in the description that will get you right to this information. Awkward Styles is within the US, December 12th, and they have priority that is available, which would be taking you to December 14th. And then we've got Monster Digital, December 12th, December 14th with priority. If you're doing SwiftPod, December 12th again, December 14th if you're using priority. Now, Printify has something called Express Delivery that's available. And with Express Delivery, your customers can now purchase that and receive their t-shirts within just 2 to 3 business days. I myself have not used this, so you can let us know down in the comments if you have used this. I do know people that have used it and have said that that has been pretty reliable. Now, not all items are available with the Express. As far as I understand, when I took a quick peek at this the other day so that I could share this information with you guys, Printify Express, if you've got your Bella Canvas t-shirts, which a lot of people sell those, you can offer that with Express Delivery. And you've got your Gildan 5000. So tip number 1 for Black Friday weekend is to make sure that you know what your estimated cutoff delivery windows are. And especially as you get closer, a week into December, you're going to want to make sure that you're looking at that and communicating that to customers. Again, you can mass edit all of your listings. You can put it right there at the top of your description. You can add it to your banner or your announcement. Make customers as aware as possible. You can add it to a thank you message when you thank a customer for purchasing. I always, when people are ordering holiday items from me, now if it's something that might be a gift, I don't do this because it could be a gift or it could be, just something that they saw that they wanted and they know that it's not going to necessarily be there in time for Christmas. But if it is a holiday themed item and they order it, let's say they order on December 14th, when I go to put the order through, if I'm getting an estimated delivery window, Printful will show me the estimated delivery window that order receives. If it's getting to them by the 24th, I don't say anything. But if the estimated delivery window I get on the order shows that it might be anywhere between the 21st through the 26th, then I reach out to that customer that just ordered those holiday items and say something like, "Hey there, thanks so much for your order. Just wanted to make sure you saw the estimated delivery window as you checked out of the shop, as I can't guarantee this item for you in time for the holidays." And that way I have done my due diligence and keeping people from having a real reason to be upset with me for not having an item by Christmas time. We're going to jump into tip number 2, but before we do, I just want to invite you, if you are new to the channel, this is the first video you're seeing. If you're finding value from this video and you're thinking that more videos like this would help you grow your Etsy shop, then I'm going to invite you to go ahead and subscribe and become a part of our community that we're building here. If you're a regular around here, then I'll take a second just to invite you to go down and boop the like button so that I know you're enjoying content like this. One of the reasons I did so many Q4 related videos this month is because they did get a lot of likes, which let me know during this super busy time. I thought about skipping this video altogether because I am swamped. As soon as I'm done videoing, this is not going to be very edited. I'm going to be running from this project to going back into my shop and getting my orders fulfilled. I had 110 orders come through yesterday, which is the most I've ever had come through in my shop. Freaking out a little bit, but super excited. Last year, the highest was 70, maybe 4 or something like that was the highest the whole season. So super excited, but a lot to do. But I did take a minute, and it was really important to me to put this video together because of the feedback I have gotten from the other Q4 related videos. So if you are enjoying this, just take a second, smash that like button. That helps me to be encouraged to stay consistent for you, and it also helps direct me with what kinds of content you're looking to listen to and what you're wanting to hear more about. Tip number 2, as we head into this Black Friday weekend, you might be wondering, is it too late to continue listing? In my opinion, it is not. Every year I have had something take off Black Friday weekend, something that I listed Black Friday weekend. I would say after Cyber Day Monday, there's no more listing for Christmas. You need to start thinking to the next thing. But if you have been consistently listing and preparing up to this point, then yeah, I would try to take a couple more stabs, a couple more swings at it. Do try to make these listings really unique, things that are going to stand out. If you make them look a little like what everyone else is already doing, there's not as much of a chance that you're actually going to get somewhere with it this weekend. The things that have taken off the biggest for me in this period of time are things where I went my own direction. If you are looking for inspiration and you're not quite sure what I mean by that or how to go your own direction, this video is going to be an absolute must watch for you, and I will link it at the end so that you can watch it next. It's going to give you some really solid ideas on how you take something where everyone's doing kind of the same thing and you run with it, and you can go so unique with it and do totally your own thing with it and give yourself a chance to stand out. Before we jump over to numbers 3 and 4, I think this will be a really good time to share with you how my other years of Black Friday to Cyber Monday have gone. The very first year, I was only my second month into my shop. I had 3 orders. In total, I had 7 orders at that time, but 2 of them were friends and family. So during that weekend, that was huge. That was incredibly exciting to go from really not getting any sales to kind of getting daily sales, what averaged out to be daily sales during that period of time. I considered that a win. They were not holiday themed items. Most of them were Jeep Girl things, which you can't do. I didn't realize that at the time. But they were probably gifts for people that liked Jeeps. Moving into 2021, which is really what I consider my first Q4 because I had time to prepare for this one, I wound up with 136 orders during those 4 days with a revenue of $6,421. And I was incredibly excited, and more than half those orders, probably 2/3 of those orders, was something that I put out on Black Friday, and it took off. By Cyber Monday, it was selling, and I sold a whole bunch of it that first week of December, and I made $12,000 profit my whole November and December that year, half of it being from this one listing that I put out Black Friday weekend. So I definitely encourage you to take a couple more swings at bat, make it unique. This item was unique. It was not something that everyone was doing. I took something that everyone was doing and I changed it. And that's what that did so well for me. The following year, which is last year, I was working full-time on Etsy because I had quit my teaching job. And last year I stayed home and went full-time Etsy. My orders for just Black Friday weekend were 244 orders. For just those 4 days, I had 244 orders. Can't wait to see what happens this year, but I just wanted to take a second to share that with you because I think seeing the enormous growth from one year to the next would kind of put blinders on my eyes and go, okay, I got this, I could do this. Even if you're brand new and you don't get 244 orders this year, looking down 1 year from now and seeing the kind of growth that can happen and the kind of regular, consistent sales that can kind of start after you get the momentum going during this period of time of the year is really encouraging. Tip number 3, if you haven't been participating in the Etsy sales event this month, consider doing that for the weekend. They are promoting those listings a little bit more. All you need to do in order to participate in the sales event is to head into your shop and set a sale. Set it for 25% off and make sure you set it out through the 29th. You have to have it from November 20th through November 29th. So you'd want to make sure, you go from today through November 29th so that you could be a part of the cyber sale. And Etsy will promote your listing in that sales event if it's 25% or higher, as that's the criteria. And tip number 4, what should you do if you have something that's starting to take off? Double down on that design. So what I mean by that is put it, if it's on a shirt, now put it on a sweatshirt. Does it make sense on a mug? Does it make sense on another item that you think it could do well on? Put it on some other items. Or is there a way that you can provide a variation? If it's selling on a black shirt, that's what your mock-up shows, but it would really go well on a red or a green. Now do another listing with a red or a green option available or as the front mock-up photo. I suggest this for right now going into this weekend. List something today that has been getting traction, whether it's getting lots of favorites or lots of views, or maybe you're at a point where you're selling. So maybe it's something that is starting to sell, or maybe you're making lots of sales and now you got something that's really cooking and it's maybe just got a bestseller. Oh, for sure. Exploit that. Go ahead and put it on other colors, put it on other items. I recently, about 2 weeks ago, put something out that is unique and it took off. It was something really fun for me to put together. You get to be creative when you put something together that's more unique and that's different than what everyone else has. It took off really fast, so then I threw it on some sweatshirts. That sweatshirt is now a bestseller also. First time I've had a bestseller on a sweatshirt. And just to kind of highlight how Etsy works on momentum, and these daily decisions that we're making are feeding that momentum monster. And so that day that I did 110 orders, you might think, oh, you could have done that in your sleep because of all of the sales velocity that you've gained. If I was not still currently listing, it probably would have been more like 70 orders, because I say that a lot of the items, over a third of the items, were things that I put out within the last 2 weeks, and a lot of them were that sweatshirt. So just something to consider. Any traction that you're getting at any point in the growth of your shop, you need to double down on that by putting it on another item, that design on another item, putting it on another color, doing other variations of that design, and doing more designs in that niche. Those are all ways to double down on what is working. Guys, watch this one next, but not until after that tip from Tucker. So, Tucker, take it away.